Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're back with another video. Sorry it's out so late. It's my NBA Finals predictions and NBA Conference Finals overview, and yeah, so we're just sorry it's out so late. I've just been a bit unwell over the past week since the Conference Finals, so now it's out after Game 1. Game 1 has already happened, and the Celtics, unfortunately for myself, won by 18 points, 107 to 89. So congrats to them, but yeah. Well, in this video, I'm probably just going to do a prediction, an overview of the conference finals in my top 10 players in the finals. So I'll start off with a review of the conference finals. We'll start off from the East. Celtics Pacers. It was a good series, really. Even though Tyrese Halliburton was injured, there was like 3 of the 4 games in the series were close. And the Celtics, the Pacers really could have been up 3-1 if they closed out their games very nicely, but they unfortunately couldn't. The Celtics were too strong, and they took over and swept them. Obviously, the injury to Tyrese Halliburton was very unlucky for the Pacers, but the Celtics had a pretty easy run through to the finals, I'd say. I mean, beating a Heat team without Jimmy Butler, beating the Cavs team without Donovan Mitchell in 2 of the games, and Jared Allen in some of the games, and then beating the Pacers, who are a young team, without Tyrese Halliburton in a couple of the games. So, you know, but they did it really well. They still only lost 2 games in the entire Eastern Conference, which is good for them. So yeah, they played very well. Pacers, what an amazing season if it has been for them. I mean, no one really expected them to make beat the Bucks in the first round, or even make it to the second round at the start of the season. But to make it to the conference finals is crazy for them. So congrats to them. They've had a great season. Next up, we have the Western Conference Finals. Mavericks. Oh yeah, sorry. I said Celtics in 6. It was actually Celtics in 4. So I got that prediction right, but not in the betting, not in the number of games. Then I said Wolves in 6 for the Western Conference Finals. So we know how that went. As a Mavs fan, I'm pretty happy with that prediction is wrong, and we're through to their third NBA Finals in history. First since 2011, but he won the chip. But yeah, it was a good series for us because, you know, there were a lot of close games again. I think games 1, 2, 3, and 4 were all really close games. But yeah, we just took a 3-0 lead in the series, which kind of like made the Wolves, like gave the Wolves no chance to come back, as no team has ever come down back from 3-0. The Luka game winner in Game 2 was amazing. But yeah, the Game 5 blowout was great as well. You know, as a Mavs fan, to watch that game was absolutely amazing. I watched most of the games during the series. I only didn't watch like Game 3 and 4, the games in Dallas. But yeah, I was happy as a Mavs fan to see that. Anthony Edwards was horrible during the series. I'm going to say right now, he's not the face of the NBA unless he can step up during the big moments. And he only stepped up during Game 4. During Game 5, he was a no-show. During the first 3 games, he was pretty much a no-show. So he needs to be a lot better if he wants to be the face of the NBA. But yeah, a good series for the Wolves. Good season for the Wolves. Sorry, I mean, no one really expected them to make the conference finals. They were really like the Rudy Gobert. They were like the Rudy Gobert trade was horrible, but the Rudy Gobert and the Wolves showed that was not true. And a great season, beating the defending champions and sweeping the Suns in 4. But unfortunately, they just couldn't make it past the Mavericks. And Luka was incredible in the series, and so was Kyrie. Kyrie was great. The role players didn't even have that good of a series compared to like the Thunder series. But yeah, congrats to the Dallas Mavericks, my team, and we're through to our third NBA Finals. So let's go down with the NBA Finals now. Let's top 10 players. Okay, so at number 10, I am gonna go with PJ Washington. I do have a couple of honorable mentions with Derrick Jones Jr. and Daniel Gafford. If you put any of them in, I would not be too mad because they're all 3 of them are really good role plays. But yeah, those 3 are probably like tied 10th almost. The 3 frontcourt starters for the Mavs. But they've all been playing really well these playoffs. And you know, we're happy with their production. Derrick Jones Jr. and PJ Washington are great on-ball defenders, and Daniel Gafford's been great protecting the paint and throwing down those lobs. You know, PJ Washington and Derrick Jones Jr. have also been shooting very good for 3, other than Game 1 of the finals and sometimes in the T-Ball series. But you know, they're big plays for us, and they matter. They matter massively. And 9, I'm going to go Al Horford. You could make an argument that Al Horford should be higher because he played amazing in Game 1 as well. But even at 38 years old, he's still like a really productive player for the Celtics, and they're very lucky to have him basically coming off the bench now. We'll get to it after. But yeah, at 7, at 8, I'm gonna go with Derek Lively. What a rookie sensation he has been this year. Obviously, it's helped for him to be in Dallas in such a good environment with Luka and Kyrie, obviously throwing him lobs and, two of the best creators with the ball in the league. But, the fact that he's just stepped up as a 20-year-old to be probably our third best player during these playoffs just shows, his mentality and his toughness, especially considering his mother passed away, rest in peace. But yeah, Derek Lively's been huge. At 7, now this is the flow Celtics players. At 7, I'm going to go Derek White, and at 6, I'm going to go Drew Holiday. I would say they're very similar players. They're both great defenders, some of the best defenders in the league, and they knocked down their 3-point shots. I'm going to go Drew Holiday over Derek White just because I think his defense is a tad bit better. But I think Derek White shooting is a bit better, but I'm just going to go Drew Holiday. I mean, you can switch those two and I wouldn't be mad. And yeah, I'm going to go with Derek White. Drew Holiday at 6 and Derek White at 7, really good players. And at 5, I'm going to go with Kristaps Porzingis. The return from injury was crazy against the Mavericks in Game 1. He just came out scorching in the first half. I think he had 18 points. And he was just like hitting every shot. No one could stop him. Like, he was hitting... If Lively was on him or Gafford was on him, he would blow by him and get a dunk. If there was a shorter guy like Josh Green, Derrick Jones Jr. on him, he would just shoot over them and make it straight into the basket. Like, he could not miss a shot in that first half, and he set the tone for the Celtics coming back from an injury. And what a injury return. He's the 5th best player in the series when he's healthy, and he's healthy now. So it's gonna be good to see him do his thing in the playoffs. At number 4 now, this is a tough one. I'm gonna go Kyrie. I'm going to go Kyrie. I'm not going to show a bit of bias there, but Kyrie is the 3rd or 4th best player in the series because and Jaylen Brown at 3. There is noise about Jaylen Brown being the Celtics' best player. That's what Jason Kidd came out in the media and said today. But I still think Jason Tatum's is better than him at number 2. Jaylen Brown over Kyrie because he's been playing monstrous. He's really good on the defensive end of the ball as well as on the offensive side. Kyrie is just probably not as good as on the defensive side, so that's why Jaylen Brown goes above Kyrie. And Jason Tatum's been he's been hated a lot, but I still think he's the Celtics' best player because the NBA is not all about scoring. It's about passing. It's about rebounding the ball. It's about playing defense. And I think Jason Tatum does all those things very nicely. Even if he doesn't have the best shooting night, which sometimes he doesn't. Game 1 he didn't. He still does everything great. He had 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Even though he had 6 turnovers, he still made an impact on the floor, which was really good from him. And the best player in the series without a doubt is Luka Doncic, dropped 30 points in the first game of the finals, his first final games ever, which just shows how good he is. So yeah, now let's go on to my prediction. I am going to go with the Celtics in 6. I will say this is before I even saw game 1. I was always going to go with the Celtics in 6. So I'll say they take game 1, game 2 they take. Game 3 I'm going to say Dallas take. Game 4 Celtics take. Game 5 Dallas take. So game 6 Celtics win on the road. I'm going to go with the Celtics in 6, and yeah, hopefully the Mavericks can do it as a Mavs fan, but I'm not really expecting to win considering this Celtics team is so good. They've only lost 4 home games this entire year, or 6 home games this entire year, and they've only lost 20 games overall the entire year, which is insane. But yeah, so let's excited to watch the finals, and yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you liked the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.